there meat lovers, welcome to our video on how to revive the flavors of your leftover barbecue. We all know how disappointing it can be to reheat leftover meats and end up with a dry, flavorless mess. But fear not, because we're here to share some tips and tricks that will make your barbecue just as tasty as the first time around. So, let's get started. First things first, how long can you store leftover barbecue? Well, cooked meat can be safely stored in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 days. If you plan on storing it for more than a few days, it's best to freeze it. Properly stored, frozen cooked meat can last for up to 3 months. Make sure to store it in airtight containers or wrap it tightly in plastic wrap or aluminum foil. It's also important to refrigerate or freeze the leftovers promptly after they've cooled down to room temperature. Now, let's move on to the methods of reheating barbecue. One of the easiest and most effective ways to reheat barbecue is using the oven method. Here's how you can do it. Step 1. Choose the right container. You can use a baking dish or a casserole dish that is oven safe. Step 2. Preheat your oven. Preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit is important to ensure that the oven is at the right temperature and the barbecue will heat evenly. Step 3. Baste your barbecue. Place the meat in a baking dish and baste some sauce to the barbecue to help prevent it from drying out while reheating. You can use barbecue sauce or even chicken or beef broth. This will keep the barbecue moist and flavorful. Step 4. Seal the barbecue. Cover it with aluminum foil to avoid any splatters or messes in the oven. Step 5. Reheat. Reheat the meat for about 10 to 15 minutes or until it reaches a temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep an eye on it to prevent overcooking. Step 6. Let it rest. Finally, remove it from the oven and let it rest for a few minutes before serving. This will allow the juices to distribute evenly throughout the meat and make it more tender and flavorful. Grill method. If you have a grill or a grill pan, you can use it to reheat your barbecue. This method works particularly well for meats like ribs or brisket, which benefit from the added smoky flavor. Here's how you can do it. Step 1. Preheat your grill. The first step in reheating barbecue in a grill is to preheat it up to 350 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. It's important to have a consistent temperature, as this will ensure that your barbecue is evenly reheated. Step 2. Prepare your barbecue. While your grill is preheating, prepare your barbecue. Make sure that it's at room temperature and not straight from the refrigerator. Step 3. Wrap your barbecue. Once your barbecue is prepared, wrap it in aluminum foil. This will help to keep the heat in and prevent it from drying out. Be sure to wrap it tightly so that the juices don't escape. Step 4. Reheat your barbecue. Place your wrapped barbecue on the grill and close the lid. Let it heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. It's important to check the temperature of the meat using a meat thermometer. The internal temperature of the barbecue should reach 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Step 5. Unwrap and serve. Once your barbecue has reached the desired temperature, remove it from the grill and carefully unwrap it. Let it cool for a few minutes before serving. You can also add additional barbecue sauce or seasoning to enhance the flavor. Sous-vide method. Sous-vide is a popular cooking method that involves cooking food in a temperature-controlled water bath. While it's usually used for cooking meats, it can also be used to reheat barbecue. This method can take longer than the other methods, but it's a great way to ensure that the meat is evenly reheated without losing moisture. Here's how you can do it. Step 1. Preheat your sous-vide water bath. Preheat the sous-vide water bath to the desired temperature. The temperature will depend on the type of meat you're reheating and how you prefer it cooked. For example, if you're reheating brisket, you may want to set the temperature to around 150 to 155 degrees Fahrenheit, 65 to 68 degrees Celsius. Step 2. Seal your barbecue. Remove the barbecue from the refrigerator and place it in a resealable plastic bag. Make sure the bag is large enough to hold the meat and any marinade or sauce. If the meat has been previously vacuum sealed, you can place it directly into the water bath. If not, you may want to use the water displacement method to remove the air from the bag and seal it. Step 3. Prepare your barbecue. Once the sous vide machine has reached the desired temperature, lower the bag into the water bath, making sure that it is completely submerged. If necessary, use a weight to keep the bag submerged. Step 4. Reheat the barbecue. Reheat the barbecue in the water bath for at least 45 minutes or longer if necessary. The exact time will depend on the size and thickness of the meat. Step 5. Finish it. After the meat has finished reheating, remove it from the bag and pat it dry with a paper towel. If desired, you can finish it on the grill hot skillet. or in the oven to give it a crispy exterior. Step 6. Serve and enjoy. Serve the reheated barbecue immediately while it is still hot and juicy. Stovetop method. The stovetop method is a great way to reheat barbecue if you don't have an oven or grill. However, it may not result in the same smoky flavor as grilling. Here's how you can do it. Step 1. Prepare your barbecue. Start by removing the barbecue from the refrigerator, pulling the meat off the bone, separating it into smaller pieces, and letting it sit at room temperature for 10 to 15 minutes. Step 2. Heat a skillet. While the barbecue is warming up, heat a large skillet or saucepan on the stovetop over medium-high heat. You can add a little oil or cooking spray to prevent the meat from sticking. Step 3. Add the barbecue. Once the pan is hot, add the barbecue to the skillet or saucepan. Use a spatula or tongs to spread it out evenly. Step 4. Cover the meat. Cover the skillet or saucepan with a lid or aluminum foil to help retain the heat and moisture. Step 5. Reheat the barbecue. Cook the barbecue for 5 to 10 minutes, stirring occasionally to ensure that it heats evenly. Check the internal temperature of the barbecue using a meat thermometer. It should reach a minimum temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius, for food safety. Step 6. Serve and enjoy. Once the barbecue is heated through, remove it from the stovetop and serve immediately. And there you have it, folks. With these simple steps, you can revive the flavors of your leftover barbecue and enjoy it all over again. Don't let those delicious meats go to waste. Follow these tips and tricks and you'll be a barbecue master in no time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.